Hey, we're going to be making a bouncing ball animation like this using Adobe Flash Player today. Alright, so let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the ball. So I'm going to hold this rectangle here and click on the oval tool. Then I'm going to hold shift and then drag it out. Alright, I'm going to grab this tool and move it. For some reason, this outline of this, I do not really want this, so I'm going to delete it. Alright, so once I got this ball, well, it's not even a ball, it's just a circle, so I'm going to turn it into a ball. I'm going to click this color palette, change this solid color setting to a radial gradient, and then I'm just going to switch these two values. And once I've done that, I'm going to choose my color, and I'm going to choose pink. Okay, and that is done. Now, to make it a little bit more realistic, I'm going to hold this free transform tool, and then bring out the gradient transform. I click on this circle, grab this inner circle, and then drag it out to the corner. So, well, no, there's no corners yet. Drag it out to the side, and give it that nice 3D effect. Alright, so after we've made, oh wait, first we gotta convert this into a symbol, so just right click it, convert to symbol, and I'm gonna call it a ball. And yeah, so I'm gonna rename this layer ball, and we have to make a line for the ball to bounce up now. So I'm gonna click on new layer here. I'm gonna rename it line, and so with this clicked, I'm gonna click the line tool. I like to increase the stroke to about 20. Hold shift and drag it out, and yeah, we have a nice line. And I'm just gonna center this. Try to center this. Alright, yep. So click back on the ball, and we'll begin animating. So, alright, what you gotta do now is you hold shift. I'm working with 35 frames specifically, and I'm gonna press F6. So hold both of them, F6, and then I get that. And also I have to change the frames to 20 for some reason. Okay, so once I've done that, I go in between 15 and 20. So I'm just gonna pick the 18th frame, and I'm going to press F6 again. And now that I have these 3 points, I'm able to position the ball. So all we gotta do is go to the middle, click on this, hold shift, and then just bring it down to the line. So now you can see we have this ball is up and down, up and down. So what you gotta do, you click in between these two keyframes anywhere and click create classic tween, and you do the same to the other side. So now you have this bouncing effect. You press Control Enter, you can see it. Obviously, this looks really, really weird. It's nothing compared to this at the moment. So, let's continue. Alright, the next thing you gotta do is you're gonna have to change the easing. So you click anywhere in between these two keyframes, and you take the easing to negative 100, and you do the opposite for this side. So on this side, you just take the easing to 100, and then now you have this delayed gravity effect bouncing the thing on the ball. Alright, that doesn't matter. Alright, so once you've done that, I have there's a little squashing animation here. I'm going to teach you how to do that as well. So you drag this to the 15th frame, you go to the 19th frame, you press F6, and you go to the 22nd frame and you press F6 there as well. Alright, so on all these new frames, you bring them down to the line. Alright, and so on the 19th frame, while holding the ball, press Q, and then you'll get this free transform ability. So I'm gonna make it smaller here and wider here, and then bring that back down to the line. And for this one, I'm going to do the opposite. Okay, whoops. I'm going to bring it down here, squash it, and enlarge it that way. And then, yep. Okay, so now we have this. Boom, boom. Alright, so now you're pretty much done. So this is what the ball looks like. Alright, yep. Thanks for watching.